चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निधि नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी भाष्यादेशधारिणे। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, we were talking about the 64 qualities of Krishna. Yesterday we discussed. I'm just quickly summarizing, just to continue. So, there are four qualities which are exclusively found in Krishna. Anybody remembers what are those four qualities? Can I ask all the participants to put in the chat quickly if you are all attentive and listening? If you remember, I'll just open the chat box. Okay, we'll see that who types what. Okay, Leela Madhuri looks good. Flute, Bhakti Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, yes, Bhakti Madhuri, Leela Madhuri. Okay, yes, I think everybody got it. So there are four extra qualities which is exclusively found in Krishna, which is Rupa Madhuri, Krishna's beauty, and then Leela Madhuri, Krishna's pastimes are very, very sweet, especially the childhood pastimes. That is Leela Madhuri, and then Krishna's flute, which is Venu Madhuri, and then fourth one is Bhakti Madhuri. Krishna's reciprocation with his devotees are also very, very sweet. So this is what we discussed. Now we'll talk about Krishna's beauty. So Krishna's beauty has been described so much. We'll just try to touch some of the verses. What is Krishna's beauty looks like? Right. So even the Gopi Geet also yesterday also we are singing one of the verse. Tava kathamritam tap tap jivanam kabi viriditham kalmashapaham. So hearing about Krishna is the remedy for all the life of material miseries, and then Shravana Mangalam. It is very, very auspicious. Kalmashapaham. It removes all the unwanted things, all the kalmash, and like that. And now Krishna's beauty is also, gopis are singing in the Gopi Geet in one of the verse, which says like this. Sharadudasaye sadhujat sa sarasi jodhara shri mushadrsha Suratnath te ashulk dashika varadanignatho neha kim vada. So gopis are saying that Krishna's your beauty is like Sharad Udashaya Sadhu Jadasat. In beauty, your glance excels the wall of the finest, most perfectly formed lotus within the autumn pond. Sharad, when this very clear lake pond, and then this beautiful lotus is formed there. So his beauty has been compared to that, the most finest lotus. Actually speaking, there's no comparable, there's no comparison can be done with Krishna's beauty. But still, all these comparisons are given for us to relate to understand. Otherwise, Krishna's beauty is uncomparable. We can't compare with anything of this world. But just to get the sense, get the idea that how beautiful Krishna is. So when you see the newly blossom lotus in a beautiful lake, very fine lotus, it looks very attractive. Krishna is like that. Right. So this is how Krishna's beauty has been glorified. In fact, there is a description in the Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the verse which is spoken by Rukmani Devi, one of the wife of Krishna, that how she got so fascinated. So this is Rukmani's love letter to Krishna. 5,000 years back also there was a love letter, and she's saying that how she is expressing herself. She's saying, Shri Rukmani Uvacha. Uvach means she spoke, she said. What she said? Shatva gunan bhuvana sundara shanvatam te निर्विश्यकर्णविवरैर्हरितोऽङ्गतापम् रूपं दृशां दृशमदामखिलार्थलाभम् त्वयि अच्युता विशति चित्तमपत्रभं मे. So Rukmani is saying in a love letter she is writing and sending it to Krishna through a Brahmana. She is saying, Shrutva Gunan. As soon as I heard Gunan, your great qualities, and she is addressing Krishna as Bhuvana Sundar, oh beauty of the world, like you are the most beautiful. And when I heard about you, Shrutva Gunan, see Rukmani has never seen Krishna, she just heard about Krishna from various Brahmanas, those who used to come to the palace, uh, the Rukmani where she was staying, and she would hear. Just by hearing Krishna's qualities, Krishna's beauty, she got so fascinated. And then she says, okay, my life is for Krishna. And now, but Krishna doesn't know. She had never met Krishna. She is writing this love letter and saying that Krishna, please come and kidnap me. Take me away from here. My life is for you. So she is saying that Shrutva Gunan Bhuvan Sundar Shanvatam Deo Bhuvan Sundar, O beauty of the world. Having heard of your qualities, these qualities are, she's saying this, hearing about Krishna is Nirvish Karna Vibrer. When we hear about Krishna through Karna, when all the description, the narrations about Krishna goes enter into our ear holes, Nirvish Karna Vibrer, what happens as soon as we hear about Krishna? Haratong Tapam, you know, it removes Angatapam, all this bodily distress. Tapam means like, sometimes when we are very stressed, you will see that your bodily temperature will rise. You feel like feverish and very tired, exhausted. So just by hearing Krishna Katha, Hartong Gatapam, it removed the bodily distress. Rupam Drisham Drishimadam Akilarth Labam. And your Roop, your beauty, having heard about your beauty, which basically fulfills all the visual desires of those who sees. See, these eyes are given to see Krishna's beauty only. So if somebody sees or somebody hears Krishna's beauty, then nothing else you feel like seeing anything of this world. So like that, she is describing Krishna's beauty. Tvai achyuta vishati chittam. She is saying that I have fixed my mind upon you. Achyuta vishati. And I become like shameless. I'm just openly expressing that I have, given my heart to you. See, in those days, the tradition, the culture was a little different. Like, the a girl will not openly express like that. They'll be very shy and like that. But she's very openly saying that Krishna, I've given my heart to you since ever since I heard your beauty, I heard your qualities, you know, and then I just given my. So please come and take me away. So like that, Krishna's beauty is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. There are many descriptions are given. I'll just read a small paragraph from the scriptures. Just pay attention that Krishna's beauty, how it has been described. Okay. So it is said Krishna Dhyan. This is called Krishna Dhyan. How to meditate. So it says, in his hand he holds a flute, Vamshi, and then he wears yellow clothing, Pitambar, yellow dress, and his bodily hue, bodily complexion is effulgent like a sapphire. Krishna is blue, but what kind of blue? He is like a sapphire and has the beautiful Kaustubha jewel on his neck. The top of his head is adorned with a peacock feather. So that description is given in the Brahma Samhita also. Venum Gunandam Arvind Dalayataaksham Barahavadam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam. Krishna's his bodily limbs are Sundarangam. Very beautiful, very attractive. And how, what kind of color? It is Asit Ambud Sundarangam, like newly born cloud, freshly born cloud. So that is the complexion of Krishna's color. And Barhavadamsam, his hair are decorated with the peacock feather. And jeweled and gunja seed necklaces hang on his chest. He has some necklaces also. And then garland. A garland of forest flowers. And what kind of flowers? Such as Malti, Mallika, Jati, Yuthi, Ketaki, Champak, Nagkesar. Many of those flowers we might have not even seen. But they're all forest flower. Vanaful Mala. Krishna likes all that forest flower. and he is adorned, decorated with all different fragrant, beautiful, colorful flower garland like that. So these are all hanging on his neck till his lotus feet. Krishna wears a long garland from his neck till his lotus feet. He wears a gleaming gold ornament on his neck and has a golden line of hair on the left side of his chest, along with the Vajanti Mala. Dangling from his nose, on the nose also, what is dangling? Is a valuable pearl said to come from the head of an elephant. So Krishna wears that nose ring also, which is like the pearl is hanging, and this is not ordinary pearl. It comes from the head of an elephant. His ears are decorated with dolphin-shaped earrings. He's also decorated with the earrings, and that shape is dolphin shape. And he wears bangles on his hands. Tilak made of kumkum beautifies his forehead. He wears kinkini bells round his waist with ankle bells on his lotus feet. So this is how Krishna is decorated. So this is Krishna Dhyan, like yellow garments, and then there's bangles in the hands, the anklets on the his lotus feet, and then and there is a necklace, and then there is a beautiful flower garland, and the Kaustuva jewel, and then nose ring, the pearl, helmet on the head, and like that, Krishna is beautified like that. But one of the words explains in the Srimad Bhagavatam that all these different jewels and ornaments and all of that, they gets beautified, they becomes more beautiful when they're put on Krishna. Generally in this world, you see, people want to look beautiful, they decorate themselves with different items. But in case of Krishna, it is other way around. All those ornaments gets beautified by placing when they get placed on Krishna's body, right? So it is not like Krishna is becoming beautiful because of that. Those items are becoming beautiful because they came on Krishna, like that. And then Krishna goes to herd the cows, and then what happens? On the left side of his abdomen, uh, the lotus-eyed Sri Krishna has a buffalo horn. He carries one horn on the left side, and the right side he has placed his murli. This is how Krishna is decorated. Left side, so he tie a cloth or something, a belt. So left side the horn, bugle, and then another side is a murli. In his left hand he carries a straight wooden stick, like a coward boy. No, he carries one stick, and his right he playfully twirls a yellow lotus. So this is how Krishna walks when he goes for the herding the cows. One hand is carrying the wooden stick, another hand one yellow lotus, and then flute is pushed into his right side of his waist and like that. So these are the kind of decorations, and then beauty is being explained about Krishna, and many more things can be said. There's one beautiful this Astakam. It is called Nandanandana Astakam. Krishna is also famous as Nandanandan, like son of Nanda Maharaj, right? So one of the poet, one of the Acharya, he compiled this Nandanandana Astakam, in that he is glorifying Krishna as like this. Sucharu Vaktra Mandalam Sukarna Ratna Kundalam Suchara Suchachitang Chandanam Namami Nandanandanam. Sucharu Vaktra Mandalam. This Krishna's face is extremely delightful. Sukarna Ratna Kundalam, and in his whose beautiful ears hang jeweled earrings. And Suchartitang Chandanam, whose entire body is anointed with fragrant chandan. Namami Nandanandanam. To that Nandanandan, I bow down, I offer my pranam. Sudhirga netra pankajam sikhi shikhanda murdajam ananga koti mohanam namami nandanandanam. Sudhirga netra pankajam, his netra, his eyes, they are sudhirga, very broad and wide eyes, and their pankajam, eyes are more beautiful than the fully blossomed, bloomed lotus. Shikhi shikhanda murdajam, whose head is beautifully adorned with an arrangement of peacock feathers. Ananga Koti Mohanam, and who enchants millions of Cupid. That is what is Krishna's beauty is. Cupid means Kamdev. Kamdev has been said in the scriptures as the most beautiful creation, most beautiful personality that Brahmaji has created, that is Kamdev. But Krishna's beauty excels so much that millions of Cupid gets enchanted. In Vrindavan, when we go to the parikrama, that Vrindavan parikrama, so there is this place called Madan Teir. So there is a beautiful pastime happened there when Krishna was a small baby boy, and everybody was so enchanted by Krishna's beauty. Everybody would just listen to him. So this Kamdev was wondering, like, who is the child who is enchanting everyone in this Vrindavan? Let me just go and show my beauty, and he'll get enchanted by seeing my beauty. So with that thought, this Kamdev came in front of Krishna when Krishna was playing, like a small child there in Vrindavan running around. And this Kamdev comes to, show his fully effulgent beauty in order to attract Krishna, enchant Krishna. But as soon as he came in front of Krishna, this baby Krishna, and when he happened to glance over the beauty of Krishna, Krishna was so beautiful, so extremely beautiful, this Kamdev couldn't handle that beauty, right? Like, and he literally got fainted there by looking at the beauty. Now, for us, we have never experienced this kind of beauty. Like, we might just open our mouth in, like, oh, and oh my God, like that. But somebody, by looking at the beauty of someone, get fainted. We have no experience, we have never heard of anybody's experience in this world. Because in this world, that kind of beauty doesn't exist. That is the beauty of Krishna, that even the Kamdev, who was the most beautiful person, he got fainted, he couldn't handle that beauty. So this is said here that Anang Koti Mohanam. Krishna's beauty is like this. He just attracts even the millions of Kamdev, millions of Cupid, like that. So this is what is Krishna's beauty is. Our Acharya, one of the Acharya, Rupa Goswami, he says very beautifully, he says actually, this is a very nice verse. I like this verse. It comes in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is quoted. This verse goes like that. Smeram bhangi traya parichitam sachi vistirna drishtim vamshena sthadhara kishalayam ujjwalam chandrakena govindakyam haridanum midakeshi tirtho bakanthe ma prekshita tava yadi sakhe bandhu sange sthirangah. So, how this devotee is saying that Smeram, this person who is smiling, Smeram, and how is standing? Bhangi Tra Parichitam, in the three Bhanga form, like he is not standing straight, he is bent at the three places. What are those three places he is standing? He is bent, his neck, his waist, and his feet. This is how Krishna stands, right? So this is Tribhangi. This is how Smeram Tribhangi Parichitam is smiling, standing in the three banded form, like that. Sachi Vistirna Drishtim. And then his drishti is also a broad sidelong glance. He's not looking someone in a straight. From the sidelong glance, like that, he's looking. And then what he's doing? He's doing Vamsi Nista Adhara Kishalayam. Adhar means the lips. So on his lips, he's holding the Vamshi, the flute. Ujjalam Chandrakena. And then he's looking like Ujjalam Chandrakena, meaning like very bright moonshine. Govindakyam, he's also famous as Govinda. Haritano Mita Keshikan Tirthopakante. And this person is standing at the Keshi Ghat, smiling, standing in the three bending form, holding the flute, looking in the sidelong glance, and then he is standing there. So the gopis are talking like this. This is the discussion from the gopis. So one gopi is telling to other gopi, "Oh, I have seen this person standing like this. So my dear gopi friend, ma prekshita tavayadi सखे बंधु संगे स्थिरंगा." यदि सखे बंधु संगे, if you want to enjoy with your family and your friends and your relatives and your society in this world, which is sakhe bandhu sange, if you are interested in enjoying in this material world, then ma prekshistaha, then don't look ever on this person. Because basically she's saying, if you look at Krishna's beauty and if you see Krishna's beauty, you will forget all the beauty of this world. So this gopi is telling to another gopi, then don't go there close to this Keshi Ghat. Don't even ever, if you go there, don't ever even look at this person. Smaram Bhangitre Parchidam Sachiv Stirna Dashtim. Standing and smiling, standing in three bended form, and then playing the flute and like that. Don't even look at that person if you are interested in enjoying this material world. So this is what is Krishna's beauty. When somebody get enchanted by Krishna's beauty, then you forget all the other beauty of this material world. So this is how Krishna's beauty has been described, very, very beautiful. We just read this description and try to, meditate on all of that. And we can't speculate. We can't just even imagine also like how beautiful he would be. But we can just meditate on these kind of descriptions, which are like very, very bona fide descriptions in the Srimad Bhagavatam and various other literatures like that. And artificially, we need not to try to imagine something. But as the Acharya has given us the process by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, following the regulated devotional service, when we get sufficiently purified, and when the time stage comes that beauty will be revealed into our heart, then we'll be able to actually see Krishna's beauty like that. So there's many, many more verses which explains Krishna's beauty. We'll see that if we can discuss more tomorrow. There is one verse that which explains the six characteristics of Krishna's beauty. Probably we'll see that tomorrow we can discuss. We already extended a little bit time limit. But yeah, this is Krishna's beauty. So we should meditate and chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and